Would you like the full circle kind of narrative of going back to Sacramento at any point?
Bro, I just want to play basketball. I'm not caught up in any narratives. I'm not caught up in
that's I do. Yeah.
I don't
no,
care
you're fine.
I want to play basketball. Like, I enjoy this game. I want to end my career, like, on a good note.
100%.
And hopefully I can ride off into the sunset with and accomplish, the goals I have in mind.
What do you think the future holds for Boogie Cousins?
I was psychic. I have a line out the door right now. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but I know I'm going to control what I can control. I get up every day. I grind. I love this game of basketball. So for me to go in the gym and work out, it's therapeutic for me. Like, I enjoy basketball.
Right.
I control what I control, and when my name is called, I'll be ready.
What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to Let's Hoops. Today's video, we're going to be discussing 3 players that are currently not signed to NBA contracts, but probably provide serviceable minutes on most NBA teams. Before we get into today's video, I just want to congratulate you guys on being correct on predicting the outcome of that Clippers and Mavs game last night, but I also want to remind all of you guys to leave your reasons why so you can be featured at the start of the next video for a shout out. Now, let's get into the video. The first player we'll be talking about today is Carmelo Anthony. Last season with the Lakers, Melo averaged 13.5 points, 4 rebounds, while also connecting on 2 triples a night in 26 minutes off the bench. He wasn't exactly what you would dub a star when he played for the Lakers, but he definitely provided quality minutes as a part of that second unit, and clearly the Lakers could use that right now, especially with how Westbrook's playing with that second unit. I don't necessarily think that Melo would be productive on most rosters, but with a team like LA, I feel like it's gotten to the point where it doesn't hurt to just try to sign these free agents. As they sit as the 14th seed in the West and deal with constant shooting woes, they desperately could use the spark plug and energy Melo has provided in previous years on previous rosters. I think where he's at in his career, it's just gotten to the point where he could be more productive as a player coach. You see these guys like Udonis Haslem on the Miami Heat still maintaining a job for that reason, but he isn't so productive on the court. Off the court, I'm sure he has that great vet influence, but come on. Udonis has an NBA job, but Melo doesn't. I mean, I don't mean to expose this man, but look at the stats his last 10 years. At this point, it seems like Pat Riley is doing charity work. I would like to see at least one more game from Melo on an NBA team before he retires. I just can't kind of come to the terms that 7 or 15, whatever, or 00, whatever number you look at Melo as. I just can't kind of wrap my head around the fact that this might be the last time we see him. His moves in the triple threat and size up, he's truly a generational scorer, and I hope he gets at least one more run on an NBA roster. The second person I hope gets one more run on an NBA roster would be Boogie Cousins. It's been 5 years since we've seen the Sacramento Kings version of Boogie. He has since played for New Orleans, Golden State, Houston, the Los Angeles Clippers, Milwaukee, and even Denver. His talent, even in today's age, has never been in question, but for some reason NBA executives continue to have questions about his character and what he brings to a locker room, which kind of shocks me when we've seen people in high positions like Denver Nuggets head coach Mike Malone and Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Kerr often praise Cousins' professionalism. I understand Boogie has had his unprofessional moments, but we're all human. As you guys hear from the clip that I played in the beginning, he's clearly done a lot of growing since his days in Sacramento, getting in fights with Coach Carl in 2015, or any other outbursts that he's had. He can provide really solid minutes as a backup big on any roster. If I were the Clippers, I'd be calling him back immediately. He can shoot the 3 half decent, he can pass the ball better than your average center, and he's big enough to just always be active on those boards. He is at this point in his career where he knows his role, and honestly, you cannot put a price on that. I really do think Boogie could average productive minutes for many different rosters, as well as this next big we're going to talk about, the final person in today's video, Dwight Howard. In case you missed it, Dwight Howard has already decided to make his move to Southeast Asia. The former Defensive Player of the Year has recently signed a deal with, I'm not even going to try to butcher the name, but it's on the screen, and it looks like Carmelo Anthony may be following in his footsteps. Dwight has probably gotten in touch with him at some point and maybe made an attempt to talk to Carmelo and persuade him to come out. But I think both of these players, like I said, for Melo, they could be providing serviceable backup minutes for a lot of different teams. Aside from the size and knowledge that Dwight brings on the defensive side of the ball, he always provides good energies on and off the court. If you guys were a fan of the Lakers in 2020 or even 2022 when he came back after the 1-year stint in Philly, you probably saw a lot of these mic'd up clips where Dwight Howard is genuinely genuinely having a good time and genuinely trying to make a positive impact on the younger guys. And for how old he is, he's stayed in pretty good shape and health. Obviously, his physique speaks for itself, but his last 3 seasons, he's played in 198 out of 246 games in the NBA, only missing 20% of those. Teams like the Hornets, the Lakers, the Clippers, they should all be giving Dwight a shot just to play 10 to 20 to 22 minutes a night, at least during the regular season. I just don't see how the Hornets especially are not giving him a shot. But how about you guys? Would you re-sign any of these players and why? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys made it this far, you know I appreciate you so much as always. Thank you guys so much for the support you've been showing on the videos recently. Peace.